How's it going, guys? Nice and toasty in here. Uh, Yesterday it was 70, I think it was yesterday, it was 73 degrees, and today it's snowing. Gotta love Michigan. What do I have here? This is, I'll probably not pronounce it right, but it's the Hollisoftmar g395xp, third generation of machinery. Now, I won a Gary Buxton built 395 clone, not last year, I don't know, it was a couple years ago, 3 years ago maybe, I can't remember. It was at Sawfest raffle, and I won it. Gary just did a work port on it, and I threw some money in the raffle, and lo and behold, I won it. And I never even got a chance to run that saw. I did take it out of the box and look at it, and I think the plastics were painted on the thing, and the quality was yay on it. I'm absolutely, you guys know I'm not a huge fan of clones. Ain't no secret there, but this one's for the being an aftermarket. Yeah, I think Farmer Tech nailed this one, because I believe this is a Farmer Tech company. The plastics feel amazing. Like, I would not hesitate if I had a, find an example right here. This is missing all sorts of stuff. This is an OEM 395 that I just picked up the other day from my buddy. I got big plans for that one. I wouldn't hesitate a bit about buying one of these clone saws and stealing everything off from it, and stealing all the good OEM stuff and taking the two to build, you know, an awesome saw. The quality on this is, I mean, there's some things like this feels a little chintzy, but that's superficial. This still needs a little bit of work. The chain brake pulled back really hard, but that might be a good sign. It might have a really strong chain brake in it. It's got the Highlight carburetor. I've had decent luck with them. Some of the wiring, you can tell, is kind of, the clips and stuff is kind of chintzy. I gotta open the door and bleed some heat off here. I'm actually sweating. But the cases feel amazing. I can't tell. These parts feel like OEM to me. The clips don't. The clips could probably use a little bit more work. It says Farmer Tech right here. This, it's not bad, but it's not OEM. If this is hardened steel, this would be a nice piece. I don't know if that's hardened or not, but compared to some of the other clone stuff I've dealt with in the past. The handlebar, I think that might bend a little bit, but that's all superficial stuff. I think they're heading in the right direction. They appear to be listening to people and upping their quality. And this ain't a paid promotion. This is, I don't know where Joey bought this one from, but this is Joey's, and he asked me to build it, and I believe Smitty's building him one too. I want to do some bad stuff to this, and I messaged Joey earlier today, so if I do bad stuff and parts don't hold up, I don't want them mad at me, because all in all, this is just a China saw that I don't give two squats about, and we're going to do bad stuff to it and see if we can turn it into a race saw. He wants this to race in Clone Wars, and I think in the 6 cube class. So I'm going to pour the beans to it and see what I can get. I'm hoping for a stronger saw than like what my 661 I got rid of. was because down here I got 2 more of these from. They come from Scott at Blue Saws, and this is not a paid promotion. My friend purchased them from Scott at bluesaws.com, and I am porting. I did some horse trading. I'm porting one for my friend, and my friend is giving me the other one for my race saw. So, yeah, it's not a paid promotion, you know. Scott has helped us out tremendously on some clone parts. I did some horse trading with him. I'm going to be building Scott a 372 that I'm going to do probably like what I would call a spicy work saw build on. And yeah, super thrilled. This is probably the best Farmer Tech cylinder that I've ever encountered. I mean, I see some room, room for improvement on stuff, but this is an excellent looking base. I can see some marks up here, like I don't know if the chamber was cut from the factory or what, but we're gonna wonder where the ring of death is in this thing. I'm going to cut it more. Let's just say that. I've yet to get the stock numbers on it. But I'm going to do bad stuff. But this, I mean, really guys, this for a Chinesium cylinder, this looks really, really good. FT on the rings, so I'm assuming Farmer Tech rings. I think they've upped their game. These are chrome plated rings. Yeah. So this will be utilizing a 1 ring. The bad stuff I'm going to do to it. This piston feels really, really heavy. Let's see here. Oh, it says low battery. Dang, I need to get a new scale. I just put batteries in that a month ago. But, yeah, just trust me, I'm going to lighten the crap out of it. I won't be able to get weights on it until I get another scale. I think something's wrong with that scale. But, yeah, we're going to go in here and lighten the snot piss out of it. We're going to do bad things to it. But all in all, I am super pumped at how things are looking. I would say this is higher quality than the Neotech. I haven't tore the Neotech all the way down yet. But yeah, I'm liking what I'm seeing so far. I wouldn't hesitate a bit about running these cases if I had one that got smashed and needed cases. Even yeah, the trigger still kind of square and blocky on the bottom side, but totally compared to OEM. And I assume mine's missing the top piece right here, but I assume this piece is kind of square and blocky. But all in all, not bad. I do not have another 395 here to compare to, but very, very thrilled. If you guys are wondering what this is just coffee and creamer. Kind of dragging butt today. I put a lid on it so I don't get any sawdust and stuff in it. But yeah, probably gonna just keep the muffler mod stupid simple. Probably just gonna do a big hole in the front. This is just a race saw. We'll probably do stupid bad stuff to this. Hopefully it's gonna turn out. I will be bumping the timing up in this. And how this turns out will be the deciding factor on how I do my race saw. But yeah, I'm hoping I'm gonna pour the beans to it and she's gonna like it. That's what I'm hoping. Let's see what else is there. You're hooked to the charger. I test ran this 4910 the other day. It's running stellar. I gotta talk to that guy some more, find out what side. I guess he wants me to do them up a square chain, so I gotta look and see if I got one. This is my barn chain. I did get the 359 all ported and put back together. I didn't make no videos on it. I got his old cylinder and his muffler here. He's got a muffler that he's wanting to put on it, so I didn't. Well, I just put all the bolts back in and zip tied his cylinder here. I gotta find out if I'm dropping that off or if he wants me to ship it, or if his buddy's coming over to drop the 365 off for me to build and then pick that up. I want to dive into this K&K. I believe that's what this is a K&K. I watched Indiana Doug's video on it. He tore one of these apart, and I was a little bummed out. I guess they're an open port conventional style motor with like a 545 outside. I'm not gonna lie, I was hoping it was gonna be stratified because I really wanted to pour the beans to a Chinese stratified one and see what happened. But I still don't know what we're gonna do with that saw. We're porting it for sure, I can tell you that. But I need to get a chain done up and get this thing put back in that box and shipped out. I got an 029 I gotta look at. Sharpen the chain too. I got a grocery bag full of chains down here I gotta do, and then a guy dropped off an ammo box full of chains I gotta do. I'm way behind on stuff, but I don't like doing chains when I'm inside of stuff, or I gotta cover it up, especially since all my grinders directly behind this workstation. My other workstation, waiting on parts to come in for the tree idiots. Yeah, it's a shame. That's like my biggest video for view-wise in a long time. I think that video's up over 3,000 views already. That blows my mind. I don't know. Maybe I got to do more rant videos about stupid stuff. But I need to get back on that saw. He can hold that guy, see if he's back from Florida yet, so he can pick his 500i up and get that out of here. Yeah, that's the bench I normally like working off from right there, and as you can see, it's unworkable, but I have my race saw all discombobulated and screwed apart in that pile of stuff, but that's my stuff. And then my washing table is completely foobarred as well. But I think my plan, do this one, bust the one I owe my buddy out on, which is just going to be a work build, and then I'm going to attack that one, that other 462. That's mine. That's what I got on trade for doing them other ones, and I'm going to attack it hard, and see what I can get out of it. I'm waiting for my buddy, because I traded my 661, which is down there. I traded it off for a 400 that I built another guy, and I'm going to go back into that 400 and attack it super hard for one of my own personal things, and I'm not letting enough heat out of here. Oh, my door's shut on me. I guess that's why. I'll just open it all the way up. Let's see what else in this rambling video. I need to clean my porting station. I just got a lot on my plate. Where did I set it? I picked up an old 42 millimeter old edition. I need to get that's going to be a future project. I got that off my buddy as well. I think he said I'd do something with it before he would. So the wind is blowing my door open and shut, open and shut. just shut it. Let the heat build up. I haven't put wood in there in a couple hours, so hopefully it'll start smothering down and cool off in here. But yeah, no, I'm thoroughly thrilled with what I'm seeing. I don't know. Sometime or another I need to get caught up and do a thorough cleaning in my shop again. And update on my car. I got control arms, ball joints, tie rod ends, something else I can't remember now. Door handle and something else coming for it. It's gonna need an alignment and an oil change, and after that it should be good to go for a while. Yeah, we did a safety inspection on it. She got a little bit of issues, but I knew it was coming. It was I got it cheap, and all the parts total was like, through Detroit Axle, was like $178, I think. That's pretty cheap for all those parts, I thought. But I'm gonna have to look on Amazon, eBay or Amazon, and see if I can get a better scale. That one I think has bit the dust. But I still got 372s I want to build, but that's going to be after a couple of my other projects. I've been asked where I got this. I got this from Scott at Blue Sauce, but I don't think he's selling them. I think he picked this up to see what they were about and was debating on. He told me to play with it, port it, see if it's worth see if it's worth stocking to sell to people if it's going to be a seller. So I won't know nothing about it until I get into it. But if you are curious about it, I forget what Doug called it. Maybe he can drop it in the comment sections if he watches this video. I know Indiana Doug got one of them. I think it was a K&K. And he tore it down on video, and I watched that video just to see what I was, kind of get an idea of what I was going to look at into that one. Let's see what else is there. I need to get the topper off my truck, and I need to get out to the woods. I either need to get to the sawmill or get out to the woods and bring back some test wood. But yeah, so I think I'm going to call this a video here, because I want to get started on, I'm going to start with the piston. Well, first I'm going to get this base gasket off, and then I'm going to set the piston back on there. I'm going to zero my wheel, and I'm going to get what these factory numbers, I might actually just leave that on and get the factory numbers with the gasket, just so I know what these numbers are. And then I already know what I'm going to be moving them to. But yeah, so that is my plan. So here's you guys some footage. I ain't been making very many videos lately, but this is what I'm going to be playing on. So I'm going to get jamming. I'm going to put YouTube on and just jam out to some music and start doing bad things. It's going to be fun. I'll be doing bad things, and I might pop in and make videos here and there on the bad things I'm doing. I won't be showing everything on it, because this thing's going to get some stuff that I just don't want out there, and hopefully Joey won't share the stuff either. So hopefully you're going to enjoy this saw, Joey, because I'm going to pour the beans to it, or at least try to. Hopefully it'll be spicy beans. So you guys have a good one.